Yo, we live. We on here. Can you see me, babe? I don't know what's going on with Facebook. I don't know what's going on with Instagram, and I don't know what's going on with YouTube on my Mac. But I had to come on here, man, and I'm right here on my iPad Pro. But so today, so how am I gonna see y'all messages and stuff? How am I gonna see what y'all talking? Hold on real quick. Maybe if I turn it. So it blocked. Man, I don't know what's going on. So some people on here? What's up, y'all? Man, I'm gonna have to get on Facebook like real late later on tonight or tomorrow. So why is keto so confusing for some people? Why is keto so confusing for people? Because people are confused now. People are saying they don't know how many carbs they're supposed to take, and I kind of repeat it out to them all the time. 74% of carbs. They don't know they should count their macros. They don't know, and then they're listening to like a lot of the events. Prove It and a lot of companies, and honestly, you don't need supplements. You don't need products. The only thing you need is the almond flour, the coconut flour. That's only if you're baking and cooking and stuff like that. So the question I get all the time is, how do I start? And the way you start, you got to get out your comfortable place. You got to get up, and you got to move forward. You have to move forward. And this video ain't gonna be. We're not gonna make this video long because we're just not. I just don't know who's all on here and stuff like that. But I messaged some of y'all. I got some of y'all numbers, and I messaged y'all, and hopefully y'all on here. If y'all can go on Facebook, and y'all can, if y'all can, please put on there that Freestyles did do a video, and it was on YouTube, and Keto is Life. That's my YouTube channel. And if you could do that for me, because right now I can't post nothing on Facebook. I can't post no flyers. I can't post nothing. I can't even go live right now. It's driving me crazy, because I reach a bigger audience with Facebook and stuff like that. But anyway, here we are. There's not a lot of us in here right now. There's just two of us. But so why is keto so confusing? Why is it confusing? Because you let people tell you stuff. Some of them people, they think they're experts and they're really not. And that's why on my show I like to try to keep it as much as I can. I like to keep it real simple, and at the same time I like to keep it easy and straightforward. That's how I like to do my shows and stuff like that. Because what happens to people, like today I spoke to somebody and they said they were stalling and they weren't losing weight no more. So then I said, take me through your day, and they took me through the day and stuff like that. And what I did notice is that they weren't taking enough green leaf vegetables, and they weren't taking all their fat in. So I gave them some way to do it, and hopefully they'll do it. I'm sure they will. And if it helps them out, it helps them out. Now we go right back to it, and we'll do it again. Now, there is nothing out there that's going to make you get in ketosis. And I know there's stuff out there. I've been seeing a lot of stuff out there, man. And a lot of people the reason why people are starting to, you got Slim Fast turning to keto. You got a lot of stuff turning to keto. Right now I was at Walmart, and I seen keto instant coffee, and it has everything in it instead of you making it. Honestly, those are just, you got to really look at the ingredients and look at everything that's in there, because they're not as good as for you as the way you're doing it, Nothing works as good as when you do it. So when you do it, you put the hard work in it, you see better results. When you let some product or some pills or something like that, the best thing about the keto lifestyle is you do not have to take products. You do not have to take pills. You don't have to take nothing. And that's the beauty of it. That's what I fell in love with about keto, is that all I have to do is learn to eat. I learned to eat I learned what not to eat. And if your body does, if you're not hungry, don't eat. And if your body don't need it, you do not need it. So keto being confusing for people, because a lot of people do get confused from it. You need to listen to you. If you have a coach, you need to listen to me. If somebody's trying to help you, they've already been through it, that's already probably gotten confused before, listen to them. Some people out there, they don't know half of what they're talking about. There's been times where I've seen on the internet, actually on some YouTube channels, that you could cheat. That there's nothing wrong with cheating every once in a while. There's nothing wrong with eating a pizza every once in a while, right? So I heard that, right? Really? And then I read one that says, well, if you cheat, you get back on ketosis. You just got to take this product and you get back on ketosis. So that's another thing I heard, right? It's not true, man. It's not true. Ketosis is something beautiful. It means when your body starts using your fat for energy. And that's how people lose weight. They start dropping all this weight because that's how their body's working. They're no longer, their glucose is no longer using their glucose, right? So when you can't use your glucose, it goes straight to your fat and attacks your fat. And then you start dropping weight, then you start feeling better, and then you get all this energy. And pretty much, it's this simple. I'm going to break keto to you as simple as I can. The keto lifestyle, 75% of fat, 20% of protein, 5% of carbs. Meaning, if you wake up in the morning and you say you drank your bulletproof coffee and you put some MCT oil, you put some cream, you put some butter, then you're probably looking at maybe 35% of fat already. You got 35% of your fat already, right? Then you get lunch. And then if you get macadamias or if you get some pecans, almonds, and maybe some cheese. So then probably you're looking at another 10%, another, maybe like another 10%, 15%, right? So now you're at 35, 40, 45, 50. You're at 50 of your fat. Then your dinner comes. So on dinner, you say, okay, well, I'm going to eat this. So you eat some more cheese. Or you eat some meat, steak meat. So you get some more fat, right? And so bam, there you go. You're going to be real close to it, or you might pass it a little bit. So then you hit that. And it's not just with them foods. It's with all the foods, right? So now you got your 75% of fat, right? And if you go a little bit over, it's not going to hurt you. You're going to be okay. What you don't want to go over is your carbs. So the way the carbs work, if, say, to be realistic with y'all guys, okay, so there's tortillas that are low carb, right? And that's another thing that some people that are on keto, they're confused about that. Can we eat those? Yes, you can eat those. So they say, and don't eat the whole pack or nothing like that, but they say, okay, well, they got some tortillas that got 3 carbs, they got some tortillas that got 5 carbs and 4 carbs, okay? So say you get tortillas, and you eat 3 tortillas, and each of the 3 tortillas got 5 carbs. Well, that's 15 carbs you got already, right? If I'm coaching you, then usually the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I tell you, okay, well, let's start out with 35 carbs. Let's start out with 40 carbs, depending on how much you weigh and where you want to be at. And so then if you're at 20 carbs, because that's where I want you to get at, the 20 carbs per day. That means you're taking in 20 carbs, and these are net carbs, okay? So then if you're at that already, so you already had 3 tortillas, and each tortilla was 5 carbs. So that's 15 carbs you got there. So now you got 5 carbs that you could eat for dinner or from whenever. And pretty much, some people say you got to count your macros, you got to do that. Well, if you would like to, you can. Did I do it? No, I didn't. But I did count my carbs. I did count my carbs. The most important thing while being on the keto lifestyle, and remember, it's a lifestyle, it's not a diet, is being able to eat 75% of fat, or getting as close as you can to it, or passing it just a little bit. I'm not saying you can eat 85, 95% of fat. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you want to get to that level right there where you're 75% of fat, or 72 or 73 or 79 or 80, and you'll be okay, okay? Which it'll be kind of hard to get to that, but I'm pretty sure you'll get to that. Now the carbs. If there's a day where you might go over your carbs, okay, we're all human. It's going to happen. But don't do it all the time. Think about what you've done. There's been times where when I was first doing keto, I'm keto adapted, so it's different for me, you know, and plus I intermittent fast, so it's different. And I do that every day. So, and that's another thing. Sometimes people say, well, do I got to do intermittent fasting? And when I do keto, is that the only way it works? No, that's not true. No. I tell people, if I'm coaching you, or if I'm showing you, or even if you're just barely experiencing the keto lifestyle, if you're doing the keto lifestyle, and say you got probably 2 weeks into it, well, I would give it maybe like a month or 2 months before I decide to make that move, before I decide to want to make that move where I do want to intermittent fasting, you know? And pretty much, it's really up to you. That's what it comes down to. It's really up to you. I cannot see no questions on here. I can't see if y'all leaving me questions. If y'all want to leave me a question, leave me a question. Let me see if I can answer it. But so that's where we at, guys. That's where we at. Is the keto life confusing? No. Can it be confusing? Yes, it can. Because there's so much out there. You know, when I first started, keto was there, you know, but it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger every day. You got restaurants that are now offering you cauliflower rice, which is amazing. But you do got to go and find out there. So they're offering you cauliflower rice, but yet they're cooking it in some bad oil. So you got to make sure that just because it's cauliflower rice, you got to make sure everything goes in place, because you've been working so hard. Now all of a sudden you go to a restaurant, they tell you it's cauliflower, you eat a bunch of cauliflower, you think you're good because you eat that at home, and you know it's not over that, and bam, guess what? Now you got more carbs because they cook it in the wrong oil, or they add some stuff to it, right? So a lot of restaurants are doing it. Not too long ago, a little story. I was at IHOP, and I told the guy, I said, I want some eggs, want some, you know, an omelet with eggs, but please make sure, you know. And I explained to him, no toast bread and stuff like that. And he goes, oh, okay. He said, you must be in a diet. I said, no, I'm on an amazing lifestyle. I'm doing keto. He said, what is keto? And I said, man, keto, you can't eat this. He said, man, I'm glad you told me. And I said, what do you mean you're glad you told me? He said, one of the cooks back there, he's not there right now, but what he does, he puts batter inside the eggs. I said, he does what? He said, he does batter, puts batter inside the eggs. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, the manager tells him to put batter inside the eggs so they could be more fluffy. Can you imagine that? So now you go to IHOP or you go to a place, and since then, I really haven't went to IHOP. Because even if they tell me, even if I ask the question and say, hey, you know what, I want this, but I do not want the batter that you put in the pancake batter inside my eggs. I don't want that. Who knows if they're not going to do it that way? So Denny's and all them other places I try to stay out of, because I don't want that to happen to me, you know. And surely you don't want it to happen to you if you've been working so hard. So there's a lot of hidden stuff that's in food, and people, like, everybody wants to do keto now. And it's more of a sale now. So now everybody is trying to sell keto food, no matter where it's from, you know. And there is some places that I recommend, you know, if you ever go to, like, eat some tacos or something like that, Mexican tacos, tell them to make it into cheese, you know, and they can make it into cheese. Some places can. They want to make that sell, so they'll make it in cheese for you. And there's just so much that people can do and they won't ever get the carbs they're not supposed to get. So if you go into a Mexican restaurant, take your tortillas. Take your 3 carb, take your 4 carb, take your 5 carb tortillas. Again, don't eat them all every day, you know. So just be more smart about what you're eating. So ask questions, read everything. I don't care if you're holding up a line, read everything. Ask questions, no matter who's cooking for you. It all comes down to this. People are not going to care about your amazing lifestyle keto. They don't. They're not. You know, even my own family, some of my family members, hey, oh, wait, we forgot you're on keto. I guess you don't eat. Or I know you can't eat this, but maybe you could eat this, right? It happens all the time. I was DJing at a barbecue cook-off, and they said, hey, eat these. These are good. They're just beans. I said, oh, just beans? Okay, so you can have beans because they got fiber. You can't have a lot of beans, but you can have some beans, right? And I'm at the point where I can pretty much have anything, but I don't. There's no reason for it. So I don't cheat. So, but I remember when I was going into the beans and I just picking them up, I smelled barbecue sauce. And I was like, these have barbecue sauce? He goes, yeah, but they put very little bit. Guess what? Barbecue sauce got sugar in it. Guess what sugar is? Carbs. Guess what sugar is? The devil. So that's one of the things you gotta realize. Now, you're not out there to change everybody. I'm not out here to change everybody. I'm out here, and then believe me, I'm not here to judge nobody. I try to help people because of experiences that I've been through. You know, I'm not a doctor. You know, I can't help you. I can't guarantee you nothing, but I know that if you follow what I tell you and you listen to what I tell you, I know that it can happen because it happened for me. I tell you what works, and it always works because it works for me, and I know it worked for you. There's no difference between me and you, right? So back to, is keto confusing? Yes, keto is confusing if you let it be confused. If you get confused, if you let it confuse you, you know. When somebody tells you, hey, you know what? You can eat sweet potato with keto. No, you can't. How can you eat a different kind of fruit besides the berries? How can you? They all carry sugar. Not too long ago, somebody had an apple on their plate. Keto life. An apple. An apple? Really? You know how much sugar an apple carries? I know they say an apple keeps the doctor away. That's a lie. An apple keeps the doctor there. It keeps the doctor there. So guys, I just want you to know that there's a better way. There's a better way to live your life. And keto can be confusing, but don't let it confuse you. Don't let it confuse you. Stay on your gas pedal. Stay on it. Go full force and get what you want out of life. Get out your comfortable place. If you haven't tried this amazing lifestyle, what are you waiting for? For everybody, it's different. But for everybody, it's still 75% of carbs, 20% of protein, and 5%, I said that wrong. 75% of fat, 20% of protein, and 5% of carbs. That's what I meant. So that's for everybody. There's no difference. That's for everybody. Guys, if you want to reach me at any time, you can reach me at 832-715-2557. Hopefully, I'll be going back on Facebook. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but Facebook is acting retarded. It's acting like the weather in Houston. It's really bad. I'm not able to post no flyers. I'm not able to invite no people. I was not able to do no live videos. Hey, guys, I promise you next time the live video will be better, and we'll probably do it tomorrow. I never do a video on Thursdays, really, but I'll be doing it tomorrow or Friday. Because of this, because I was not able to get on Facebook. If you have any questions, please give me a call, 832-715-2557. And there's more to cover up, guys, and we'll cover up later. I promise I'll cover it for you and stuff like that. But remember, you don't need no supplements. You don't need no pills. You don't need no drinks. You don't need nothing that says it can put you reboot your body and all that stuff. You can do it yourself. Working hard and doing it yourself is what you need to do. and I guarantee your results are going to be better. Hey guys, everybody have an awesome night. Stay blessed. And to the next video, man. Keto is life. Unstoppable health win. Remember, sugar is the devil. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.